All right, so here we go. We're walking down, and this is cool little mechanics. I like that they added in the game.
Don't you ever forget. You're one of us now.
You're gonna move over to this right one, and this can be difficult sometimes, just because of how the controls are. You just gotta line up the shadow, properly. And it's a little difficult. Come on. Yep, yep, oh, oh, okay, okay, yes. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go through to this next area.
The air feels so heavy
And
in
we're gonna
here.
get another audio tape here. On the left here, you get that Mobius logo, and you're gonna pick up the audio
After
tape.
months of secrets, subterfuge, and indoctrination, they brought me into their fold. This place is elaborate, to say the least. Despite the modernistic visage, the research they have been doing here seems to date back to over a century ago. This place has history, and from what I can grasp, this facility is only one branch of many. Institutions, powerful families, their reach seems grand, and therefore the possibilities for me seem equally as rich. Clearly, my own unique methods at Beacon have piqued their interest, and I am most grateful for the opportunity. Most of what the researchers have been working on, however, seems archaic by today's standards. They told me budget is of no concern. Results are the only thing that matter. Juggling duties here and at the hospital seems manageable, but Reuben, comparatively insignificant, but even at his young age, his studies are remarkable. Perhaps one day he will even assist me with my work here.
Then you get a fun little cutscene type thing.
This is not a negotiation, Dr. Jimenez. We're expected to reach a solution, hence the founding of this facility.
I understand that, and I appreciate the time you've given me.
Time has a limit, and we're approaching that point. If you've outspent your usefulness, we will need to find someone more suitable.
Let's not be so hasty. I've done tests with our visual diagnosis, and there is something I must speak to you about. Please, come with me. The projector is in the next room.
You get a nice little glimpse of Ruvik coming up here again. Ruvik's a busy guy. And then we're gonna get our third snail. He disappears from that room there. Kind of creepy. And then, so from that room, you're gonna just go around to the left, and on this bookshelf, behind those bottles, is another snail. Again, focus your light at it. It'll start moaning and beating hearts, and then, hi! It'll bring up the Tango logo. And then now we can move into the next room. And watch the projector. You will have to focus your light to make the projector show up, and then you get to see a nice little scene.
It's my hypothesis that we haven't succeeded because so far we've only been using visuals, audio stimuli, passive influence, even on my patients with limited mental capacity. This method is rejected by the user. If we are to accomplish what we intend, we will need to refocus. We need direct access.
And what do you propose?
It's, how shall I say, a pet project of sorts. A mechochemical process. With it, we should be able to have a direct influence on the individual, potentially even access their subconscious. I have the data in the next room. Let me show you.
That video.
The
I
Rorschach
remember they
test
showed
there.
me that when I was brought here.
got another little scene as you exit. And hey, look at that, the door opens now. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, how do I turn on my light again? So now we're moving to the next area, and we have to just make a couple schematics of here. I'm not going to stare at them too long. You know, the schematics of STEM. You got the first one on the left there, and then if you go straight across to the right, I believe is another one. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's straight up to the right, and then it's... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I missed it. There we go. Come on, turn on your light. Why did I turn off my light? I think I was like messing with the buttons, failing here. There we go. And then you go down to the end here, and on the back of this, on the other side of this board, on the other side of this board, there we go. And then I think we're gonna get another little scene.
This research here, this is exactly what we've been looking for. I call it STEM. I'm sure you and your superiors will find this most satisfactory.
You mentioned the design was from a pupil of yours. In that case, where do you fit in?
He is an unstable individual. Perhaps it is better that I continue to be the one to contact in this situation.
I'd like you to bring this man in. We should all be able to have a productive conversation. What did you say his name was?
Ruben Victoriano.
Victoriano. So now, you can actually just stare at this door. And we get a little glimpse, and I don't think it's Laura. It's a very interesting woman. Maybe maybe what is the basis for Madame Thigh-High. Although, I mean, it kind of looked like Laura, but it's hard to say, because she seemed a little too grown up. Laura died when she was young, you know? So we're gonna go on through this door. And so we're not in the next area. You're gonna turn right, I believe. There we go. And so here you can just basically run on down. You get to see Sebastian and
Let's just get out of here. There's something wrong with this place.
Joseph a little bit.
That's where Leslie was before. And now those two, where are they headed?
And again, I don't know if you have to hit this pad to trigger.
Agent status terminated. Please contact biometrics for reauthentication.
But I did. And then we're just gonna run down here. Kitty, kitty, kitty. We're gonna save with an expert transition because I don't know. Good at it. I don't know. We're gonna save here. I always save to a new file. Yeah. There we go. We're gonna transition into the next section. There we go. Sorry, kitty, I gotta get up now. Alright, so go ahead and hit that elevator button, and we're gonna go down and hear something.
You'll experience things that won't seem real.
but you have to stay focused. It will take you a while to get your bearings, but you'll be better off than the others.
And about the others.
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
Find Leslie and bring him back. That's all that matters.
So we're gonna start the biometrics here. Go ahead and access this computer. There are some haunted, there's one in the vent, a haunted in the vent, and a haunted on the ground here. I've never been grabbed by either of them, but I would just assume that they will. No need to even go behind the counter. Just go ahead and come on over here and get your face scanned.
Facial profile constructed. Matches deactivated account. Julie Kidman.
So we can just move on to the bioscanner. Do not touch these haunted because they will come alive and grab you. Although they're not that hard to shake loose from. And I believe we're gonna get. The next. Yes, we're gonna get our next soundtrack. Before that, again, avoid these haunted as well, if you can. There's 2 of them. We're gonna get our next soundtrack before the end of this video. Come on over here and of course get your arm, your bioscan. Want me to scan your bio?
Whoa!
Scanning. Please stay still until procedure is complete.
I forget what these creatures are called.
And profile constructed. Please complete neural profile to complete.
But
authorization.
as you get done with this, go ahead and crouch on down so you're not making noise, and go back to the room you just came out of. And one of the creatures busted out of this vent, which means you can now go into it, and you'll have a soundtrack waiting for you in the corner here that you will have to pick up. You can't just shine your light at it; you have to pick it up. But as long as you're crouching, you won't have an issue. These creatures are very interesting. You can get really close to them without being seen, and you'll see that a little later. We're going to use that to our advantage. We're going to see another one. There we go. And again, you don't even need to hide from them.
Maybe it's
Just as long as you're crouching, as long as you're sneaking, you can just keep going. A lot of spider webs in this vent. But I believe this video is going to end in just a moment. And then I'll walk you through the next section, which can be hard for some people, but I'm going to hopefully give you an easy strategy for us, so stick around.